Ready? Start. This appeal by grant of special leave is discreted against the judgment and order dated September 13, 2007 passed by the High Court of Andhra Pradesh in Criminal Appeal number 9 of 2005 full stop. The High Court allowed the government appeal, reversed the judgment of acquittal passed by the trial court, found the appellant guilty of the charge of killing his wife Lakshmi Kumari by giving her cyanide in cold drink and, accordingly, convicted him under section 302 of the Penal Code and sentenced him to rigorous imprisonment for life and a fine of rupees 1000, and in default of payment of fine, simple imprisonment for 3 months full stop. The basic facts of the case, which are admitted or are at any rate undeniable, need to be stated in the sequence in which those facts were unfolded full stop. The appellant and Lakshmi Kumari got married on April 30, 2000 full stop. After marriage, they came to live in a rented house at Hyderabad full stop. The appellant and his wife lived on the first floor and the remaining portion of the house was occupied by its owner full stop. The appellant had a graduate degree in engineering and a diploma in computer full stop. He worked as a faculty member in Harika Information, Hyderabad, and he also gave coaching to students in another computer center full stop. He was earning a salary of about rupees 20,000 per month full stop. On September 2, 2000, in the afternoon, the landlady, Saroja, received a telephone call asking for Lakshmi Kumari full stop. She went to the portion of the house where she lived and found her there lying on a chair full stop. Then, with the help of her maid servant PW3, she got her shifted to hospital full stop. After some time, her husband, the appellant also reached there full stop. In the morning of September 3, 2000, Lakshmi Kumari's father, PW1, received a phone call from the brother of the appellant, Sheshagiri Rao, intimating him that his daughter had fallen seriously ill and has been admitted to the hospital full stop. He, along with his wife, proceeded to Hyderabad and on reaching there, went to the hospital, where they found their daughter in an unconscious state full stop. On the same day at 8:30 p.m., Lakshmi Kumari was declared dead by the doctors of Maitri Hospital full stop. In the death certificate issued by the hospital Exhibit P3, it was stated that she was admitted to the hospital on September 2, 2000 at about 7 p.m. full stop. At the time of admission, she was unconscious and there was no pulse or blood pressure full stop. She was diagnosed to have suffered a cardiopulmonary arrest full stop. She was put on ventilator and given certain medicines that restored her cardiac activity full stop. She suffered further cardiac arrest on September 3, that led to her death full stop. After Lakshmi Kumari was dead, her father PW1 went to police station and lodged a complaint stating that in the morning on that day he received a telephone call from Sheshagiri Rao from Hyderabad asking them to immediately come down to Hyderabad as their daughter was in danger full stop. On reaching Hyderabad, they went to Maitri Hospital where their daughter was in an unconscious state full stop. After half an hour, the doctors declared that their daughter had died full stop. He further said that to his knowledge, their daughter was not suffering from any ailment, he knew that she was in good health till 4 p.m. on September 2, 2000, and after completing her household work, she became unconscious at 6 p.m. full stop. He did not know how this happened full stop. He requested for necessary action so that her dead body could be handed over to him for the last rites full stop. The complaint bracket exhibit P1 was registered as crime number 5/2000 under section 174 of the Criminal Procedure Code bracket CRPC, and was formally incorporated in an FIR bracket exhibit P14 full stop. After recording the statement of the father of the deceased, the sub-inspector bracket PW15 proceeded for Maitri Hospital and got the body of the deceased shipped to Gandhi Hospital for post-mortem examination full stop. On the same day, the sub-inspector went to the residence of the appellant and the deceased, and in the presence of two panchas made a thorough search of the 3 rooms which were in the occupation of the appellant and the deceased full stop. He prepared the scene of offence observation Panchanama bracket exhibit 5 P5 and the rough sketch of the scene of offence bracket exhibit P6 full stop from exhibit P5, the scene Panchanama. It appears that the door on the eastern side of the bedroom was kept closed for separating it from the portion of the house full stop. The case was changed under sections 306 of the Penal Code and further investigation began in that light full stop.